6 o'clock Monday morning, look at the top of Salesforce Tower as you get your work week started. And yeah, as we've been talking about those storms that are on the way this morning, it's a dry start, but you will step outside to mugginess.
Yes, she'll go, oh, okay, all right, I can manage this. It's Monday morning, but we hope you had a great weekend, certainly filled with some rainy days, cloud cover. But yesterday I thought it actually was a nice cooler day.
Well, it was cloudy. Yeah, it was. It was not, much better, I would say, because we didn't have as much rain. Fresh start. Fresh kit.
There you go.
Yep.
We are ready.
You're getting the shirt washed.
We are ready.
Best
of 3 now.
Okay.
Win tonight. Wrap this bad boy up
Let's
Thursday.
do that, please.
I think
and then let's plan a parade. I'm not asking for much out of life.
You actually, I walked in and you guys were planning the day of the parade.
We're trying to figure this thing out. You got to believe this is the team of destiny here. Hey, good morning, folks. We've got you covered here this morning. It's 6 o'clock. Sean Ash in for Matt Standridge here. As you can see on our weather camera network here, we've got cloud cover around. Temperatures in the middle to upper 60s. It is a little humid. There you go. We'll show you downtown view, 68 with a dew point of 61. That's actually down almost 10 degrees from what we had over the weekend here. We'll show you how this is going to play out. A little bit of a light northeast wind at 5. Live Doppler 13 radar here. Temperatures, again, ranging from 63 in Richmond to about 70 degrees in Terre Haute. There's a little weakening complex. Shouldn't call it a little one. It's more of a big one, but it is weakening. We don't expect it's going to bring us any severe thunderstorms. However, the lift provided with that in the muggy air that we have over the southern part of the state puts in more downpours of rain, and some of that will produce some flash flooding. So that is something you need to be aware of. Just like over the weekend, but it was more north of Indy. We had some spots get 6 to 8 inches of rain in a matter of a few hours, and that is something that we expect to happen. So locally heavy rain, flash flood warnings for today. Weather impact alert day is Wednesday as well as the weekend. So we've got severe storm potential and a hot weekend ahead that includes 90s. Much to discuss in the 7-day forecast. We'll see you with that here in a few minutes.
And we have much to discuss traffic-wise. Thank you, Sean. Let's take you back out to 465 near Sam Jones Expressway, just north of the airport. So it's I-465 going in the northbound lanes. They are working a crash here in this area, working to find more information right now. But as you can see by all of the flashing lights here and traffic moving kind of slowly, if you can avoid that area, 465 northbound near Sam Jones Expressway, it's your best bet this morning.
Well, this morning we are working to learn more about an arrest that happened over the weekend in downtown Indianapolis that there was a video taken of that has now gone viral online.
Yeah, it was captured on cell phone by multiple witnesses with different angles. And IMPD is addressing that video that shows officers tackling and hitting the man that they were trying to arrest. Let's get to Matthew Foltz live this morning where that incident happened and breaks down what those videos show. Matthew, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you both. That now viral video showing that arrest happened right here on this sidewalk behind me, which is just south of Kilroy's at the intersection of Georgia and Meridian Street. And I reached out to one woman on Facebook who was one of the many filming this incident. And I want to show you exactly the moments leading up to that arrest. Take a listen.
Are you serious? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Now in that video, you can see an officer with IMPD fire 3 high-pressure, non-lethal rounds at the man's chest before taking him to the ground. Then later, at one point, another camera angle shows an officer with IMPD punching the man several times while trying to place him in handcuffs. Video also shows a gun drop from the man's pants. Police later confirmed he was armed with a firearm. Now, Metro Police did release a statement Sunday afternoon saying that they are investigating this incident incident and that they're taking it seriously. Meanwhile, 13 News has filed a filing to obtain that IMPD body camera video. Of course, once we do obtain it, we'll let you know. Meanwhile, as far as the man arrested, we are learning that he's 25 years old. I did check online jail records, and it shows that he has been released from jail earlier this morning. Right now, he's facing multiple preliminary charges, including resisting law enforcement and possession of marijuana. Coming up here on 13 Sunrise at 6:30, you'll hear more from accounts from some witnesses on what they claim happened while they were out here filming.
And
Ladies.
as you can see from that video and hear it, Matthew, there are quite a bit of witnesses there and that have shared their accounts. We'll check in with you soon. Thank you.
Happening today, the initial hearing for a 15-year-old accused of sexually assaulting a young boy on a school bus here in Indiana. Last week, a judge in Jennings County waived Landon Doty to adult court. Records show he's facing 12 charges, including rape, child molesting, and sexual battery. Doty is accused of sexually assaulting a 7-year-old boy with special needs on the school bus. The family of that second grader says the teenager has attacked him multiple times.
Also happened today, the director of a Brownsburg daycare accused in a child sex crimes investigation is set for her initial court hearing. Jennifer Lingbeck is charged with obstruction, failure to report, and neglect. Gabriel Garner, a former worker at Main Street University for Kids, is accused in the abuse. This morning, we are looking into a string of violence that happened in northern Indiana.
We know one person was killed and 11 others injured in a shooting in Elcart. Officers were called to Elcart South Side around 1 o'clock yesterday in the morning. That's where they learned that a dozen people were shot. One of them had died.
This was a large crime scene covering about 2 blocks. A neighbor described to reporters what happened before that shooting started.
Everything was calm until like 1:12, 1:11. I just hear one shot. I was right there in my porch just watching and enjoying the night. And then we just hear one shot. And after that, it passed like 2 or 3 seconds when we hear like 7 shots with like automatic. And after that, it was just a chaos.
Investigators believe that there were multiple gunmen involved here, and police say some of the victims have been released from the hospital as of this morning.
Well, police in Evansville tell us one person is dead and several others injured during a shooting there yesterday morning at a large house party. They tell us that people were leaving the party around 12:30 when someone opened fire. Now, besides those hit by gunfire, investigators say another person was injured after being hit by a car. Witnesses told investigators there was more than one shooter. So far, no arrests have been made.
We are learning more about a shooting in Kokomo, where police say that Saturday night that shooting killed a 17-year-old. Police found 2 people shot south of Studebaker Park around 10:20. We know that 17-year-old died at the hospital. We did learn that a female victim had minor injuries and actually refused treatment. Police say that the park was crowded Saturday night for an annual motorcycle event, and now investigators are asking anyone with helpful information to come forward to Kokomo Police. Well, a traffic alert for you as you get ready to head out this morning. Part of Washington Street is closing today. This will impact the westbound lanes of Washington Street between White River Parkway and Belmont Avenue, and this will be closed down for about 6 months. This is part of construction for the Indigo Blue Line, so be aware.
Well, about 100 people gathered at the Hamilton County Courthouse for a rally this weekend called Dads for Democracy.
They were speaking out against the Trump administration, put on by a group called 5051. That's the political group that they say was planned this protest before the protests yesterday around the country. But they say they still wanted to gather peacefully yesterday and share this message.
My message to people is, what America do you want your children to grow up in? Because the America I want my kids to grow up in is the America I grew up in.
Well, that's one organizer that says that the group is planning more protests soon.
And celebrations all over the city this weekend for Pride.
Yesterday, Indy Pride Weekend celebrated a popular event for families down on Monument Circle. Celebration on the Circle features a community stage, performers, activists, food, even vendors.
Organizers say this is all to show the true meaning behind Pride, and that's to give everyone a chance to feel welcome.
I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that we can transform
different spaces like the Circle and American Legion Mall into places where people can have joy. Clear joy is the root of everything that we do.
There was also a concert series called Word of Mouth, and that wrapped up its Pride events on the American Legion Mall nearby.
All right, the NBA Finals with the Pacers are all tied up.
But the Pacers are looking to change that and take that series lead tonight in Oklahoma City. It's Game 5. On Friday, Indiana was in control for most of Game 4, but the Thunder closed that one out with a 12-1 run.
Tyrese Halliburton talked to after the game and said that the team really is focused on learning from that loss.
Yeah, Game 4 didn't end the way we wanted it to, but the biggest thing is you can't let one spiral into two. You know, you can't take the disappointment of that game and let it be a snowball effect.
So tip-off tonight is at 8:30, and those watch parties that have been held at Gainbridge Fieldhouse tonight is already sold out.
You can still make plans to watch the game with a crowd if you want to, especially if you're in Fishers. There's one happening at the Nickel Plate District Amphitheater there. And you can hear much more from the Pacers ahead of that big game tonight. That's on WTHR+.
Now just download our free TV app to stream the pregame interviews right now. Hey, Sean.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the watch party.
Well, this morning, President Trump is in Canada for an important summit this week. While the meeting is about unity, some leaders are wanting to talk about trade. We'll break that down at 6:45.
And this morning, the suspect accused of shooting 2 Minnesota lawmakers, killing one of them, is in police custody this morning. Coming up at 6:15, the clue that led police to that suspect overnight.